Welcome to Make It Take It. I'm DC, ready for a big hoops Saturday. Right now in the NFL, I have a Birds teaser and a Cats teaser that I have pending into tomorrow when I made my NFL video the other day. And me and Milo made a video together about a further Eagles breakdown. Deep dive into the Eagles game this week against the Raiders. I called it Bird Feed. I just put it out last night. Milo's really excited about it, so go check that out if you have. These basketball lines change crazy fast. You know that. Sometimes by the time I put these videos out, it's changed 1.5, 2 points. That's why I always encourage to have multiple sports books to shop through, which I do. I tell you, I use 6, 7 at any given time, and they rotate. But first, let me get down to it. Providence at Butler. My first impression of this was I looked and it said total at 168. That is crazy. These two, when they played each other, look at their last 10. They've been totaled in the 120s, the 130s. They've slowly been creeping up, but 168 is pretty crazy. We look at their pace of play. Providence is 15th overall. Butler's 72nd, so that total is up there for a reason. Still a high total, but I'm going over 168. I say these two just get at each other all game. And a similar total later on in the West Coast, we have Fullerton at Denver. These are two of my favorite over teams. Look at Denver. They've gone over every game this year, and that's the only thing that's keeping me off taking the over in this game. It's like 170. I didn't write it down, but it was 170. So I'm leaning over on that one, just a lean for now. Get back into one more lean before I get into my plays because I looked at Utah State, Illinois State on a neutral court. So I said, I don't think Illinois State should be getting double digits. That's too many on a neutral court. But the neutral court is in Salt Lake City. So that does favor Utah State. Gonna lay off it for now. If I add it, I'll throw it in the comments. Where I am going is a fellow Missouri Valley team, Wichita State. DePaul's coming into Wichita State. Wichita State's 5.5-point favorite. And Hasslemetrics has Wichita as 11 points better, and they're playing home. I trust that. You know I love the Missouri Valley. I'm going Wichita State, laying that 5.5 at 12 o'clock. Early action to get started on. Then we have San Francisco at St. Louis. This is one where I looked, I said, is St. Louis 10 points better than San Francisco? San Francisco has been an emerging program the last few years. They're right around top 100. Seems like for 7-8 years now. But St. Louis is that good, and they're playing home. They're a top 30 team. They're top 20 in pace. So I say that puts it over even on foul shots down the stretch. Laying St. Louis with the 11. Santa Clara, Arizona State, neutral court. Santa Clara wants to show that they belong with the big boys. Santa Clara has been beating up on teams this year, and I say they squeak out one against Arizona State. They're a 2-point favorite. So the money line was short enough where I took it at 135. I got that one at BetMGM. For a fifth game, I was looking between several. You got St. John's. Patino is hosting his former team at Iona, and St. John's is much better, different class this year. Iona's down some. And I had that SMU-LSU is about the most evenly matched game that I've seen all year. But my fifth play is down to 2 games. Canisius at Maine. Maine is a 6-point favorite. They just got their first win of the year. They're 1-11. Now they're a 6-point favorite. I'm leaning Maine because I think Canisius is that bad. And then UCLA Gonzaga. A Gonzaga total at 149. That's crazy. They're usually having high-paced games. Their totals are in the 160s, 170s, and they're going over that, no problem. So I'm leaning over 149. My favorite leans are Maine and UCLA Gonzaga under. I'm going to add one of those two today in the comments within the next couple of hours. If you have input on those, throw it in the comments or any other games that you want to talk about. Again, check out my other videos, my NFL video, Milo's Eagles video. Thank you for watching. Let's get it done. Good luck today.